President Obama may be prepping his plan for executive action on immigration, but Congress may be ready to slow him down. Dozens of House Republicans, led by Arizona's Matt Salmon, are trying to get a clause put into an upcoming spending bill that would stop the president's plan in its tracks. The Wall Street Journal says that bill needs to pass by the middle of December. This comes as Fox News is reporting that the president could introduce 10 executive orders focused on immigration as early as next week. Senator Mitch McConnell, who has been reelected today as the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, has repeatedly said the president going alone is a bad idea. He's also welcomed several of the incoming Republicans who will give the GOP the majority in the Senate next year.
We're really excited about having a great new bunch here, and we hope they're going to be joined by Dan Sullivan and Bill Cassidy shortly.
Well, Congressman Bill Cassidy is in the midst of a runoff race in Louisiana against incumbent Senator Mary Landrieu, set for next month. She's now in the middle of a sudden congressional charge for a vote on the Keystone XL pipeline.
It will create jobs for America, not minimum wage jobs, but high-paying jobs for middle-class families.
Democrats have given up measures to block the pipeline, possibly as a way to give Landrieu a political win ahead of next month's election. The House votes on the bill today. The Senate is expected to vote next week. The federal agency that keeps track of our weather has apparently been the victim of hackers from China. NOAA now says 4 of its sites were hit by hackers in September, forcing the agency to cut off vital weather information for a time earlier this fall. Officials say everything is back up and running now, but members of Congress have scolded NOAA for not telling everyone about it sooner. The day after the first landing ever on a comet, we're getting the first pictures ever from the comet. That's the lander Philae. You can see its foot in the lower left-hand corner on a comet over 300 million miles away from Earth. But the European Space Agency says the lander appears to have settled on a cliff, which could interfere with its solar panels. Protesters in Mexico, furious over the apparent massacre of dozens of students, are now using fire as a weapon. In the state of Guerrero, they've burned a government building and several cars. This comes after days of violent clashes with police that have hit Mexico's tourism industry hard. Waves of cancellations are hitting places like Acapulco. Evidence suggests the 43 missing teachers in training were kidnapped by corrupt police and killed. Bit of a scare in the air for Bono. The private plane carrying the U2 frontman apparently lost a hatch while landing in Berlin yesterday. Officials say no one on board was in danger, as it was an outer hatch that flew off while an inner door stays sealed. And that's a look at your news. I'm Ric Blackwell.